Wow. So in a couple of days from now, I will be 48. And today happened to be such that I had a small cleaning in my mouth and then a little bit numb, and I was still feeling it. So I didn't really want to come out, but I still decided, regardless. And I felt better. Okay, let's do this. And while I'm talking about this, I have a quote here by Steve Jobs, and I want to read it for you. Your time is limited. Your time, my time, is limited. Don't waste it living somebody else's life. That is what I have in the quote. It says, don't be trapped by dogmas. Don't be trapped by dogmas, which is living with the result of other people's thinking. So when you live your life in such a way that you are expressing, people felt and people have an impression that this is you, who you are. And that is not who you are truly. And because of that simple distraction, you know what that means? Just trying to share this link. And you know what that means? That is exactly where I'm going. That when you live your life, number one, you are not living it. You are not living your true life. You are living the life and giving an impression of what other people are expecting of you. That is not how to live. And I have my reason for starting this way. I know this period is a period of reflection for me personally. And it was born out of the fact that I can see and I can reflect. And from the place of reflection, I want to come out to remind you that you should never make that mistake that others are making. Every time you don't pay attention to your dreams, every time you give reasons why you are dimming your light, and you start allowing other people's dogma, other people's excuses and reasons for you not living your life, do you know what you're doing? You are doing God a disservice. You are asking God and giving God the query and the reason why He ever made the mistake to entrust you with what He has given to you. And the reason why I started with the fact that your days, nobody is ever promised that our time on earth is limited. And that because of that understanding, you will begin to appreciate why you must live every moment of your life and let it count. There's a place in the Bible that says, write down the vision, make it plain on the tablet, so that he may run with it that reads it. Then when you look at that, you will now begin to appreciate the fact that everything we are given to do on earth has a time. There's a time limit. Everything that has to do with opportunity, that has to do with anything we are being given to do on life, in this life, there is a time factor that is attached to it. And that is why when you see people talking about, oh, time is gone, oh, I'm not even sure if I will be able to catch up. Every other person I've left, it's like I cannot. And that is another way of the devil selling you a lie and a deception through which will keep you trapped in you not even doing nothing. And that is why I'm leaving this reminder with you that whatever age, whatever the numerical, the biological age you answer now, in the agenda of God, you in the eyes of man may be late. There is nowhere it is written that because of this certain age, there is nothing like because I've not been able to fulfill the mandate and whatever God has given me to do, so it is over and forever it cannot be redeemed. That is not true. That is not true. That is not true. There is no time limit. There is no time expiration to whatever God has given to you. Even though there might be some reason and implication of the delay, and that delay may cost some reason why some setback may happen, but don't give room for that total delay. Don't give room for that actual and total and outright reason why you will not pursue. Early this morning, I woke up as early as I normally do, and I was watching, I do my meditation time, read the word of God, pray, and then go to some YouTube videos that I can use to start my day, to keep up the momentum and to charge myself up to be able to do what I love to do and to be able to set up my day for success. And in that place of, I was just answering some questions that, who am I? What do I love to do? What are those things that I've been able to say? They are the things I've gained in the past and the previous years, decades. And I reflect on year 2020, which was the year that we had COVID. And I remember mentioning the last broadcast the day before that was the beginning and the defining moment of my life. And that was the year I was able to understand who I am and who and what I was called for. So I remember I said, oh, I love to talk. And from that space that I love to be on camera, it was a journey that I got it. But more than that, one of the things that I discovered after starting this journey and getting myself before the camera, after I have delayed and never thought it is something that is possible, after I have told myself I don't love my voice, I didn't like how I sound like a guy, I'm not touche, I'm not polished, those were the narrative. And thank goodness I told myself and talked myself out of that. And I did not allow human beings' expectation and the lies of the devil to steal away what God has given me. Do you know that if I had believed that lie, I would not be here today? I would not be here today. Now, this morning, I saw myself. I said, but more than just talking, this is one of the things I found about myself. I love helping people, especially women. And the reason why it's women is because I can connect with the same folk, people like oh, this is me. This is my fellow woman. I'm a woman. So if I'm giving an excuse that I'm not able to do this, I can look at my fellow woman. Is she also having that challenge? Okay, as every woman, we have our monthly flow. There is a particular day of the month that we are not too active, that we might look doomed. We might not be able to, be yourself. So every of those things that you can think about of anyone that is a woman, that is me. So, and I began to see that, okay, if I'm getting help, I'm beginning to see certain things that are helping me to summon the courage to still be able to show up, to still be able to bring the best, and still to be able to be a wife, a mom, and still be able to show up, still encourage, be a supporter of my fellow women being. Then I need to show this. So I stopped giving those excuses and I started seeing how can I support my same fellow women. Then to help them connect the dots to their own life purpose. And so they can have the boldness and the courage to also do whatever it is in their heart and in their life to live, whatever their passion is, whatever the momentum, whatever. And that is what I am advocating, empowering women. And this t-shirt I'm wearing talks about empowering women. It's an organization that I belong to. So empowering women to show more, who want more out of life, who want to be more, do more, have more out of life than what they are currently. And they don't want to sit and allow the disguise of whatever career path they have chosen to rub off and to rob them of that passion, of that gift, of that talent, of that very thing they are passionate of, even though they might have not gone to study that in the college. And I can relate to that. Like I was telling you, I studied chemistry. I don't know how many of you can relate. I was meant to be in the laboratory, to be shaking test tubes, to be shaking and be checking pH, then to be checking how, the assay, to be doing SOP, standard operating procedure, for chemicals, for materials that are used to brew industrial products. But can you see today, standing before you and talking now, how will you be able to marry industrial chemistry with what I'm doing now? And so that is why I stand to tell you that I'm an advocate of empowering anybody that so come my way, to let you know that even though you might have gone to study, your career path or your journey might have been tailored through this path, don't rob yourself of that inner power. Don't rob yourself of that inner child. Don't rob yourself of that which God has put inside of you that cannot be silenced. So I talked about during lockdown how I was opportune to get mentored by Tony Robbins. It was a free event, 5 days. Tony Robbins, Brendan Burchard, and some of the other top, coach and motivational, what have you then. And in that space, I took that challenge, and August 6th, which happened to be my birthday, that week of August 6th, I decided to start my YouTube channel. I went live for 5 days. I titled it Remake Your Life Challenge. So some of you that still go all the way down to my YouTube channel, you're not going to see, you're still going to see some of those videos. So I went 5 days live, sharing, talking out of my authentic self, what has helped me become a better version of who I used to be. Fast forward to now. It was from that journey that low data consulting, low data publishing, the publishing arm of my business came to birth. Out of stepping out of faith, stepping out of the belief in me. I'm borrowing the belief that those guys gave me, that you can do, you have it already inside of you. You just need to step out and go actualize it. And so I want to challenge you that your best day of your life is still ahead of you. And you should never give up believing in yourself. Don't let anybody stop you out of believing in yourself. I believe in the possibility of a better tomorrow for my life and for your life. And that is why I am coming out to tell you, to those of you that watch on the replay, to you out there listening, thank you. I want to tell you that you and I are work in progress. It is not yet over. Don't write yourself up. Don't give up on that dream. Don't give up on that dream. Don't give up on that plan. Take a step on it. Act on it. If there's a friend you can reach out to, go seek for help. Don't close your mouth. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. If you know people that can help you, please reach out. If you need help, speak. I am happy to tell you that in this community, I have friends, women that are equally supportive. You know, a positive environment that gives possibility, that think possibility, not a closed mindset. You know, there are so many minds that if you work with, they can either endanger or help you thrive. So I have a community that I'm raising, that I'm working with, that I believe that if we're together in that space, we are checking on each other, we are serving each other purpose, to believe in the collaborative spirit that can help every one of us to attain without even contradicting, without that entertaining any form of jealousy, without entertaining or criticism, any form of just want to, you know, all those negative energy away, far away from us, and then beginning to do what we can do to help each other attain our greatest goal. That is what you and I need. And I encourage you to please seek one. If you need help, please send me a DM, send me a comment, and I will be happy to do with this. As a result of this, the very week of my birthday, I'm going to be giving out copies of this book. This is a book. This is a book that set the pace of my life entirely, that changed the course. So I told you, from 2022, I took the journey to document every lessons I've learned since 2020 from my years of working with my coaches and my mentor. And because everybody cannot, and if they have been believing that, oh, you don't need anybody to help, you can figure things out alone by yourself, I tell you, I beg to differ. Look at all the top sportsmen you can see out there, the best footballer, the best basketball player, every one of them need a coach. And so you also look at that area of your life that you have not gotten the best out of. It's a pointer and the fact to you that there is no enough light in that space. How do you introduce light? By seeking, by stretching forth, by looking around for those people that have mastered that game, that have gotten what it takes to be the best in that space. And when you reach out, you'll be surprised at how you can condense decades into days, because they will begin to point you out to the right path, to the right space, and to the right step you need to take, so that you will not waste more years than they have done. I want to stop here because I don't want to take it long. Thank you everyone that joined. I'm so grateful of your time. I didn't take it for granted. I believe that you have something that could be doing with this space you've joined, but at the same time, you decide to pay attention and to listen. And I'm praying, and my desire for you is that every of your lost years, every of those lost opportunities, every of those lost momentum, every of those space you felt you seems has been lost, you can regain them back. Pay attention to the skill, pay attention to your talent, pay attention to your environment, and start taking action that will unleash you to your world. It's a question of time. I can't stop loving you. Thank you for watching. And tomorrow is another day. Thank you very much for joining. Bye for now. See you tomorrow for another interesting reflection time with Adeola. Yeah. Bye.